Hey guys, what's up? George here, aka T-WreckSs, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about going with typical masteries versus going against some custom masteries that you come up with yourself. Now, if you haven't seen my most recent Scylla the Drakes video, I have a faction wars build of her using some very specific masteries up in the corner right now, and if you go back on my channel there is also 3 videos which go through the offense, defense and support tree of the masteries in depth and tell you what each of them will do for your champs. But today we're going to be talking about typical versus custom masteries. So let's look at a typical mastery set. This is for a clan boss Razin Scarhide. So what I've done here is you come down the left to get as much damage as you can, and you go into Giant Slayer because he is a 3-hit A1 champion, so he can proc that Giant Slayer potentially 3 times. And then because he's a defense-based champion and I have enough accuracy in my build, you come down the defense tree like this to get Retribution, which gives him a chance to counterattack when he loses extra health, which is actually quite nice if you don't run a counterattack team. Now when I talk about not typical masteries, I'm going to show the Scylla the Drakes masteries again. These are the masteries I've built for faction wars. They manipulate some of her skills and also the enemies that she's facing, because I'm using her in faction wars and ice golem with freezes and fears and true fears, etc. If you haven't seen it, click the link in the video in the corner. So if we go for someone like Molly, this is a typical mastery set for someone you maybe for a Molly essentially to do extra buffs and things like that. It's also probably more of a custom mastery set. You won't see a lot of people running this tree, but there are reasons I've done that. And with Molly, it's extra defense, less damage from AoEs, heals up when enemies heals, less damage. Now I have her in a frost set, so she places elite, she has a chance to counterattack, and then this here increases the chance of laying the freeze and the provoke. So freeze from the artifacts and provoke from Molly's A2. I then have her with accuracy and turn meter boosting, chance to reduce the cooldown of her revives and her other stuff, and then extra speed and lasting gifts because she puts up block damage on her A3, which means she has a chance to do that for 2 turns. She also puts up a reflect damage on herself. She can put that out for 3 turns, which is really, really nice. Again, Molly has this turn meter boosting. That's just extra in her. We're not here for Molly, we're here for masteries. Here's another typical mastery set. This is a nuke mastery set. Down into Helm Smasher. This is what I run on my Septimus now, also my Cold Hearts and my Royal Guard, just to make him hit really, really hard. Chance to reduce the time of his A2, accuracy, and then reduced turn meter on the enemy and Laura Steel for extra stats. These are all typical mastery sets. When you come to things like the clan boss, my unkillable team, I cannot touch any of the turn meter changing stuff on most of the champs, only Frozen Banshee, but I can have a counterattack on there because they throw the unkillable up afterwards. So guys, what you want to do when you're going in for a mastery is read that champ's skills first. If there is no reason for accuracy, you don't want to run down the accuracy on the support tree. But someone, for example, like Raglin, whose A2 heals off of her attack, she is one of the only champions I would suggest taking the attack Blade Disciple on the offense tree, gives you extra attack instead of crit rate, because she's there for heals. Not only that, I've taken extra healing on the left hand side, so you can see I'm manipulating her skills currently to make her give extra heals out for that A2 and the A3, give them extra health when she revives them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know in the comments below if you have some interesting masteries on a champ. Maybe we can jump on and have a look at your account. I'm live streaming most nights of the week. Check out twitch.tv/T-WreckSs, no hyphen but still 2 S's on it, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, get online and get wrecking.